I am late for work. I was at school and I had some things to do, and I didn't realize what time it was. And sometimes I just get so frustrated when this kind of stuff happens. It's my first week of work, and there's no reason for me to be late, and I just was negligent and stuff. So, pretty frustrated about that. Lately, life's been interesting. It's really interesting as you like change some things, other things can get harder. Whereas I think as I change my mindset of like how I look at myself and make these changes to my body, there's other changes that are coming as well, and part of my psyche isn't having it sometimes, and so I just don't know. I don't know. Have you guys ever experienced like some change and then another change happens as well, but it's a lot harder? Like it's a lot. I love working out and getting healthy and stuff, but just lately it's been really hard to be motivated with work because I'm finishing school and I have no idea of what I'm doing after school. So I think that might be the issue. I don't know if it has anything to do with the other stuff. I just am having a hard time figuring out what I'm going to do with my life when I've already should have years and years ago. I don't know. Work actually turned out great. I don't know, I always seem to do this, but I like blow things out of proportion. When I was late to work, I was like, I'm gonna get fired. How could I do this? I'm so foolish. I was just like freaking out. And really, when I got there, my boss was like, oh yeah, you ready to make this happen? And I was like, yeah, like he didn't even, like nothing was wrong to him. And I did well at work again and made some good money and did well for the company, and yeah, everything was fine. So it's just really funny how, again, we could take things and they're not as bad as they actually were. Like, in regards to my weight, all the time I was like so into myself, I realized. I just thought anytime I'd go somewhere, someone was looking at me and just being like, oh my gosh, that guy's the most fat guy I've ever seen, and a lot of times, like with girls, it'd be like, man, you want to look good for, those people that you're attracted to, and I didn't and still don't, in my opinion. But like people don't care about that, and I don't know. It's just what's in your head is not always the reality of life, and you gotta make sure that you're being not the world that you're in is the real world. So, and it's the same with anything that we do that's important to us. Like, just because you're overweight or you're not as healthy as you want to be doesn't mean you can't live your life and live it great and be happy. Like, if you're not happy now, if I'm not happy now, I'm not going to be happy once I'm fit. It might be a little bit easier in some ways, but it doesn't change. You have to change your own mind to be happy. You can be happy at any point in your life, regardless of what's going on. So I was watching Doctor Who. I'm on like the last season, but the first part of the last season, where the new special comes out next week, and I got to be caught up by then. But I've watched all 6 seasons, and I sort of got carried away. But I'm gonna go kill it at the gym now because that's important. And I'm gonna watch the mid-season finale when I get home. But time to go run a 5K worth right now. Bye. I had to push it extra hard today because I got it here a little bit late. But tons of times there's a lot of guys playing basketball, and I'm always. You might think this is funny, but I've always been a little bit afraid to play with them recently. Not because I couldn't do it, just because I was so big and couldn't play very long. And I love playing basketball. It's really fun. It's one of my favorites. But I think I'm going to start to play. They have different nights where just anybody can play and just scrimmages. Yeah, I think it'll be pretty sweet. I'm pretty excited. I saw Shay and those guys playing the other day in the Shay Loss videos, and I just was like, I gotta do this again. You gotta have fun and use your body. Doing the fun things on Saturday is good, but I want to play sports and play team sports and stuff and have fun and do that again. Well, that's going to be a night for me. Well, what I'm going to do is watch some more Doctor Who before I go to bed. Just the last episode of the middle of the season.
those angels again. It's probably the best part of Doctor Who. The angels that like only move when you're not looking at them. They're pretty awesome. My last thought that I had is just trying to keep things simple. Sometimes as I keep adding more and more things on with my diet and the goals I have, it gets too much and you stop doing the diet. But with this time, as I've gone through it, I've been able to keep it simple. I do the diet that I have. There's only certain things I can have, and I exercise every day. And those are the two main important things. But if you can keep it simple, that's the biggest way of success that I've found. It's when we start adding too many things or things get complicated, and the reason that it's bad is you start missing things. So once you miss something, then you get discouraged, and then after you're discouraged, you give up, and then sometimes you'll stop doing the things and get frustrated and then go eat something that you shouldn't eat. Slowly add things if you're going to do more and more, but make sure you're really good at those things before you start adding anything, because you can overwhelm yourself, and there's no need for that. Just keep it simple, keep it safe. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see my transformation. If you look back at some of my other videos, I'm actually starting to be able to see a transformation. It's sort of exciting. And in the future, you'll be able to see even more. And I'm going to keep going until I'm Superman. And I'm pretty excited for that. And I can start seeing the changes, and you get excited when you see the changes. It gives you that extra boost that it wasn't there before. So keep going until you see those changes, and you'll get there. Like this video, and have a beautiful night. Love you. Bye.